First play I'm looking at tonight is going to be Jordan Poole. Golden State is in home versus Washington. And we're looking at his points prop. His points prop is 25.5. As you can see, he's a pretty heavy favorite on the book to go over this prop for tonight. The chart we're looking at is Jordan Poole without Stephen Curry. Curry's out, and in his last 10 games without Steph on the floor, he's hit this prop 60% of the time. Washington defense is decent, not a bad defense at all. I think this prop is a little bit too high for Mr. Poole tonight, 25.5. He's going to get 20 points. I just don't think he's going to get 26 points. So I'm going with the under on Poole, 25.5 points. Second player I'm looking at is going to be Mike Conley for the Timberwolves. Now just got traded. I think this is probably his first game since he's gotten traded. We're looking at his points prop, which is 11.5. Facing a decent defense. He's their point guard now, so we're going to see. I think he's going to be aggressive tonight, and I think he's going to go over the prop of 11.5 points. He's hit this prop 50% of the time in his last 10 games. I think, again, this is his first game with the Timberwolves. I think he goes over 11.5 points for tonight. Third prop we're looking at is coming from the Chicago. Who is Chicago playing? Chicago versus Orlando. And we're looking at DeMar DeRozan, and we're looking at his 3-pointers made. His prop is 0.5 for tonight. He hit 2 in his last game on 2-11. Orlando's one of the worst in the league with 3 points allowed and versus shooting guard defense. DeRozan took 5 last game. Prior to that, he took 1, 5, 2, 5. So we need him to attempt at least 4 or 5 3-pointers tonight. Hopefully he does that. Again, Orlando's one of the worst in the league for 3-pointers allowed. In his last game against Orlando, he had 5 3-pointers on 128, and on 11-18, he had 1 against Orlando. So I'm going to take DeMar DeRozan to go over the prop of 0.5 3-pointers made tonight. The last play I'm looking at for tonight is going to be Darius Garland, Cleveland playing the San Antonio Spurs. We're looking at Garland's rebound prop of 2.5. Rebounds allowed. San Antonio is one of the worst in the league against the point guard defense. They're one of the worst in the league. Garland has only hit this prop 30% of the time in his last 10 games, but I think he's due. Against San Antonio Spurs, he had 7 rebounds in his last game on 12-12. So let's hope San Antonio takes a lot of long threes that they're going to miss, and Garland can kind of walk into 3 rebounds here. So we need 3 rebounds from Garland tonight. On the season, Garland is 50% getting over 2.5 rebounds. So those are a few plays I like for tonight. So for a recap, looking at Jordan Poole, 25.5 points against a Washington defense that is decent. Golden State is at home. He's had 2 big games prior to tonight's game. I think he scores over 20. I just don't think he scores 26. So we're going to take the last on Jordan Poole. Mike Conley, first game with Minnesota Timberwolves in Dallas. He plays well against Dallas. I like him to go over 11 points. It was 11.5, and this went down to 11. DeMar DeRozan, 3-pointers made, 0.5, against a team that defends the 3 incredibly bad. He actually had a lot of 3-pointers in his last game against them. So I'm going to take DeMar over 0.5 3-pointers made. And my last play that I like for tonight is Darius Garland, 2.5 rebounds against a team that, lets the point guard get rebounds. I like him to go over. I like the more. He had 7 rebounds in his last game against San Antonio Spurs. So those are a few plays I like. Go ahead and like, subscribe. Both of those things would be greatly appreciated. That's all I have. Until the next video. Peace.